coronavirus going around, we're all stuck at home. There's not much we can do. So it's time to find some new hobbies. So today, I'm going to be showing you how I make banana bread. For our first dry ingredient, we're going to have 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour. You need to find these stuff wherever they are. If they're in the bottom of the deepest cabinet, you need to find them and make sure it's 1.5 cup. Next, you're going to need 1 cup of sugar. Then you're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Not your Sprite or Coca-Cola, baking soda. It's poured in. Next, you're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Let's put that in there too. We have cinnamon, which has several health benefits such as, well, actually I have no idea, but we're going to be adding it.
How much?
1/2 teaspoon. 1/2 cup of chopped nuts. For our nuts, we chose walnuts and pecans. Of course, the pecan part isn't necessary. Normally, you just have walnuts, but since we were running a little low on walnuts, we had pecans as well. Very tasty. So next we got, probably in my opinion, the most important part, the chocolate chips. So the first thing you do before you actually add them in is take 1 or 2. I took 1 and just eat it. Yeah, I think it's the perfect quality for our banana bread. Let's pour it in. So these are all the dry ingredients right here. So mix them up a little. So next we'll be moving on to the wet ingredients. So you have to make sure that you're listening to me on these for the exact measurements. Because if you use your own braid, no offense at all, it might not come out right. So make sure you're listening. For the wet ingredients, we'll start off with 1 cup of mashed bananas, which is also equal to around 3 bananas. We use 3 bananas. So of course, it doesn't look too great right now. It looks like baby food, but it's okay, believe me. It will taste better once it's in our mix. So next we need 2 eggs, and then we're gonna beat those eggs. Throw this away, don't keep it lying around. And the next one. And then you beat those eggs. So now that I've beaten the eggs, we're now gonna pour the eggs into the mashed bananas. Yup. Look, and yet again, I'm telling you this looks horrible right now, but once we get everything put together, it's gonna taste really good. It doesn't matter how it looks, it matters how it tastes. It's gonna look good too. I'm kidding, obviously. So next we're gonna add 3/4 cups of vegetable oil, but if you're looking for a healthier option, you can just add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil and then a pack of applesauce around this big. But if you don't have applesauce, don't sweat it, it's okay. Just use 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. So let's add it. Very careful. And now the applesauce. So next we have 1 teaspoon of vanilla, the flavor of our banana bread. So add it in, and then give it a nice stir. Yup, looks so tasty. So we've got a few more steps, but in the meanwhile, since it takes a while, let's preheat the oven to 350 degrees. There we go. Next, we need to mix the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients. But I think we need a bigger bowl. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, cool, that's convenient. So let's first pour the wet ingredients in the bowl. We add our great dry ingredients. Now, make sure you don't pour all of it at once, because then you'll have lumps when we finally make our banana bread. So we have to pour a little bit at a time and then mix it. Watch as I show you. Okay, and now you mix that little bit. So after pouring the dry ingredients into our mixture little by little, like I showed you, we have this. As you can see, our mixture has evolved from baby food into an oatmeal looking kind of thing. But don't worry, soon it will be at the stage where it is banana bread, just you wait. So now comes the time when we pour it into our baking tray or baking pan. So we have a special type of baking pan where if you pour it in here, it's all gonna be heated evenly when we put it into the oven. If you have a normal baking tray though, it's completely fine, it will come out perfect. So, while having all of this fun, it's easy to forget that, there's the coronavirus out there. So let's make sure that this is clean and sanitized first. So next, you have to pour a little bit of oil around here and spread it around with a brush, not your hands like you usually would. Okay, let's pour it in. And now, let's spread it around. All around the whole baking. Here, up here, all the way over here. Has to be an oil on every single inch. Now let's take a very little bit of all-purpose flour and we're gonna pour it all around the pan. That way, when we take the banana bread out of the oven, it won't stick to the pan. Here we go. Now you're gonna have to cover the flour and make sure it gets to the whole pan, like I'm doing. So after spreading the flour around the pan, it should look something like this. Remember, don't use your hands to touch the flour or spread it around. Not just for coronavirus purposes, but also if you touch the flour with your hands while spreading it around the pan, then your banana bread won't come out as good. After dusting away all the extra flour, you can pour our mixture into the baking pan. Yep, pour it nice and easy. Make sure not to drop any of it, because that would be a shame. Yep, come out. We still got a lot, but luckily I was holding this, so we can use this to help us, use your resources, obviously, and your brain. So after pouring our mixture into the baking pan, it should look something like this. Next, we're gonna be putting this into the oven, which should be heated by now. Come on, let's go. Wait, I almost forgot the gloves. These are really important. You don't want to get burnt. So let me put these on first. Now let's go. Okay, so you open the oven, be very careful. Put in the bottom. So next we're gonna put the oven timer at 1 hour and 5 minutes. I know, oddly specific, but that's what we gotta do. And here we go. And now we wait. A little more than halfway through, so let's check on our banana bread. Ooh, as you can see, it's rising quite nicely, and it's starting to really form into bread. Let's be patient, we have a little bit time left. The time has finally come. Let's see if it's ready. Wow, that looks good. Yep, looks like it's ready. Look how far we've come from our baby food all the way to banana bread. So I waited for 10 minutes for the bread to cool down, which is essential because if you try to take it out of the pan when it's hot, the pieces won't come out as well as you want them to. So speaking of taking it out of the pan, let's do just that. So right here, you have to scrape the edges so it'll come out easier. You can see. So now, let's turn it over and get it ready to eat. Watch as magic unfolds. Wow, that looks good. I am ready to eat. I'm super hungry. So let's dig in. My amazing cutting skills. Let's try a little bit. That's good. That's really good. Wow. That was definitely worth all the work. Hey guys, hope y'all enjoyed watching the video as much as we enjoyed making it. Yes, I said we. That's because I'd like to thank my mom, who's recording right now. She helped me with everything because I'm pretty new to this too. Speaking of that, you know, as Corona's going around, we're all stuck at home. It sucks, I know. But even then, just like I did today, we can all find new interests, new hobbies, try new things. It really is worth your time.